Good evening, everyone, and welcome to NDTV. We are happy to have you here with us early this evening. We're just under 15 minutes away from tip-off as we welcome the Panthers of Washington High School to the kitchen at Notre Dame. Earlier today, I had the absolute pleasure to sit down with head coach Tom Locker for Notre Dame and ask him a few questions about the start of the season. We're going to go and cut to that video footage here for your watching enjoyment. Well, I hope you're watching enjoyment. So please take a minute and enjoy this footage with Coach Locker. Today I'm here in Peoria. Coach, 3 weeks ago, a lot of uncertainty going into a possible season. Now we're 3 games into it, practicing daily. Can you tell us about the activity change, the emotions that you've been feeling just over the last couple of weeks?
Sure, yeah. I mean, went from the thought that, we probably weren't going to play to the realization that we are playing and we better get ready and we better implement that plan that we had in place, because we always had a plan to going forward in case it happened. And so when it happened, the emotions were like, here we go, but also relief and a little anxiety and certainly joy for the guys. And I think that I think the guys' reaction was just pure joy, like, hey, we can go play and we can start to do the things that we've been working on and looking forward to. So it was a mixture of a lot of emotions, all of them good. So yeah, here we are, and we're hopefully keep going.
That's fantastic. Coach, talking about the boys and their joy with the good news of playing, for those several weeks with the uncertainty and when there was no activity due to IHSA regulations, in the classroom and certainly not in the classroom during the downtime, how was your job in keeping their spirits up?
So, we weren't able to see him in person, whether it was in the classroom, like you said, or on the floor. So, a lot of text messages, a lot of just, hey, keep yourselves ready, keep your bodies ready, keep your minds ready, just being positive, control what we can control, and let's not worry about what we can't control. And a lot of prayer, actually, a lot of praying. Hopefully they would get them a chance, especially our seniors, our 4 seniors, that make sure they got a chance to have a senior year. And prayer works and positivity works. And so here we are, right? I mean, and we're ready to go. But I think the fact that they are a very tight-knit group of young men, they helped each other all the time. We weren't nearly around them as much as they were around each other, obviously. So they got themselves through it, and a lot of times they got us through it too. So,
Coach, the biggest difference that people see on the live stream, or for the few select that get into a gym, is the lack of fans. But certainly here at the kitchen, that is a difference, given that the fans are almost on the floor with you. Can you tell how that makes a difference in a game?
Yeah, the energy in the building isn't the same, obviously. We always talk about making our own energy, but you kind of play off the fans and the loudness, and it's a pretty raucous place when it gets going. So that is different. But that's, you can't control that. So you just got to go out and play, and a lot of times you kind of zone out the crowd anyway. You just hear the background noise, which is nice, but there's nothing we can do. It's certainly different. It's certainly not what we would like, but it's what we have, so we'll deal with it.
You welcome Washington tonight after 3 great games, 2 on the road, and then opening last week against Central. Can you tell us a little bit of how you prepared for the Panthers to come this evening? Yeah,
it was kind of a short notice. We talked to Coach Schermerhorn, and they had lost a game due to some COVID concerns from a conference foe, and we finally finalized everything about playing. I think it was Saturday. And so the turnaround time was short. We just had Monday to practice, and we just prepared for it like it's any other game. They're a really good team. They're really well coached. They're really well disciplined, and they're very skilled. So it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a fun game. Our guys know their guys. Our coaching staff knows their coaching staff. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a great non-conference Tuesday night game.
Fantastic. Last question, Coach. You have 6 freshmen and a very talented freshman class in general. 6 freshmen playing up on the sophomore and varsity team, 4 dressing this evening. Can you talk about those 4 seniors and their leadership with this freshman class?
Yeah, so all of them have a different role leadership-wise. Obviously, Noah and Matt play a lot and have played a lot since their sophomore year. Noah's a 4-year starter. So their leadership is not only by voice, but, everybody sees how they prepare themselves. Then you have Ben Kelly, who, up until his injury, was playing, pretty good minutes, and so they see that. They see Ben. He's a quieter young man, but they see his hard work and his ability to get himself prepared to play. And so I think that's a good leadership role. And then we have Liam Donnelly, who, probably doesn't get to play as much as Liam would like, but he's also an unbelievable leader, unbelievable teammate. He's probably the most boisterous of them all, and he leads by example. He leads by enthusiasm. So it's been a really good thing to see those 4 young men of differing skill sets and differing skill levels all contribute in some way, especially in the leadership department. But it also serves as a reminder to our young kids that, you don't have to be the star to be a leader, and we like for all of our young men in our program to be a leader in some way, shape, or form, and I think this kind of just reinforces that.
Coach, thank you for your time. We wish you luck tonight, and we'll see you in a little bit on the court.
All right, thank you very much, guys.
Once again, that was Coach Tom Locker earlier today talking about the beginning of the season and this evening's game with Washington High School. It's my pleasure to thank our game sponsor today, Midwest Orthopedic Center. A fantastic sponsor for all PND athletics, and particularly this live streaming that we've been doing, and especially this basketball season. Also today, I had a couple minutes to talk with senior captain Noah Reynolds about the beginning of the season and some of the things that the team has been facing and what it means to have a brother on the team and several sets of brothers on Notre Dame's teams throughout the years. So I'm going to cut right now to talk our brief interview with Noah Reynolds.
All right, go for it.
Okay, we're here with Noah Reynolds, reigning Peoria Journal-Star Player of the Year, and named one of this year's top 10 Players of the Year for basketball. 3 weeks ago, a lot of uncertainty with the season, and now you're 3 games into it. Can you talk about some of the emotions and activities that you've been going through in the last 3 weeks?
Man, it's just been crazy, just with everything, with the move back, just a whole lot of trials and tribulations, but through it all, I tried to stay as positive as I could. So I'm just happy to I'm getting what we can do with this season with our fellas. So I'm just excited.
Excellent. Another question for you. The gym is empty. We have families sitting up in the high bleachers and 2 road games this weekend with obviously an empty gym. What's the biggest difference for you? Do you notice that, or are you so focused on the game that it's not really a change for you?
Well, it's a test to our guys' character. You got to bring your own energy every game, because you're not going to be able to rely on that crowd energy, or as Coach Locker likes to call it, that crowd hype. But it's definitely different. I think we're good at it because our coaches preach communication throughout the whole game, regardless of how loud it is in the gym. So we're trained to communicate over anything, even if it's quiet. It might get uncomfortable, but we're trained to be comfortable in those situations, and I think that's something that can separate us.
Saturday, back-to-back games on the road. Can you tell us a little bit some of the highs and lows from that day?
It was kind of crazy. Ben Kelly split his whole hand apart in the first game within some of the first minutes. So it was just kind of a weird day, but we were able to do what we do. We didn't go into there with a whole lot of preparation. So Coach Locker, like we said, do what we do. We don't really have to focus on anybody else as long as we focus on what we need to take care of.
Hey everybody, the Army we want you to sign up for our YouTube. Wait a minute.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Peoria Notre Dame My name is Jim Lynch. I'm here with Mike Plunkett, and we are on live at NDTV for the last of our 3 games this evening as we welcome Washington Panthers to the kitchen for Little Varsity Basketball. Again, my name is Jim Lynch. I'm with Mike Plunkett. Mike, how are you this evening?
I'm doing great, Jim. How about you?
Oh, I couldn't be better. We've just watched 2 great games of basketball, setting ourselves up for the third. Watching the Irish warm up here, we're set up for a great game.
We really are. Just looking at these, the roster size-wise, we match up pretty well. I know, Washington traditionally has just been a very strong program. The last few years, they've been awfully good, and obviously we know how good the Notre Dame Irish have been these last couple of years, and we haven't really let our foot off the gas at all yet this year in our first 3 victories. But I think this will be our first really big test of the early on in the season. Of course, I don't want to take anything away from that first game against Peoria Central, who has come back and won 2 conference games in a row after we defeated them that first game. But with a few games under your belt now, I think teams are getting a little more comfortable. So we'll see how we match up tonight. Should be a fun one to watch.
So, opening game 1 week ago tonight, we welcomed Central here to the kitchen. Won that one 62-45. Much closer game in the first 2.5 quarters, and I think it ended. Then we traveled Saturday, did an interesting doubleheader where we first went to Plano, and not much of a contest there for us, where we walked away 80-36 winners. Drove to LaSalle from Plano, where again walked away from that one, doubling them up, a little over doubling them up, walked away 69-32. We talked a little bit with Coach Locker about that. This game, I think, is going to be a good test for the Irish.
I would agree. And what's impressive, really, about that LaSalle-Peru game is on Friday night, LaSalle-Peru played a game. I don't know if it was in their gym. They played Hall High School, and LaSalle-Peru scored 98 points that game on Friday night. And they turn around on Saturday. It's our second game of the day on Saturday that we're playing. You'd think maybe our legs are a little gone after traveling. Not the most beautiful day outside on Saturday either. And we hold them to 32 points. So
right.
So our defense seems to be in mid-season form right now. Some new guys in some new spots. You had to move around, replacing some graduates from a year ago, but the defense is solid, and it's not a real easy defense to play against. And a lot of teams seem to struggle against that.
Well, we have, again, Washington High School here today. They opened up their season last week as well, doing a home and away against Limestone. Opened up their season with a strong victory at Limestone, winning 66-40, and turned around and welcomed them at their gym and won that one 83-55. So they're off to a strong start. They were supposed to be playing Dunlap this evening, but due to some issues with Dunlap's team, and I assume they're COVID-related, we had a quick schedule change, and instead of Dunlap, they're now playing Notre Dame.
Yeah, it's you got to be ready to make a change on the fly this year. And just talking to somebody from Washington before the game, checking lineups and so forth, they said they've been hit a little bit with some quarantine kids on their underclass level, so that's affected some of their rosters now. And it's just kind of the name of the game now. You don't know from one day to the next who you're going to be playing or where you're going to be playing, but again, they're just glad to be playing.
Well, at this time, we're going to turn things over to the overhead speaker, and when we come back, I'll turn it back over to Mike for our starting lineups.
Is part of the Kevin Brown Memorial Tournament of Champion Shootout Series, and at the end of the game, there will be a player from each team that would be recognized as player of the game. Now, please rise and join Father Pringle for the saying of a prayer and singing of the national anthem.
Please join me in asking God's blessing upon these athletes. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. God our Father, you created us to strive for the best in all things. Grant to these athletes, coaches, fans, and officials the grace to strive toward excellence during this game. We pray for the safety of these athletes, protect them from injury and harm, and instill in them respect for each other. Let competition make them strong but never hostile, and forbid them to rejoice in the adversity of others. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Oh, say, can you
welcome back. That again is Father Kringle, chaplain for Notre Dame High School. And now to Mike Plunkett for today's starting lineups.
Yes, our substitute PA man, Doug Simmons, is taking the mic tonight. Starters for Washington, number 4, Drew Lewis, a 6'1 junior. Number 10, Ethan Mounts, a 5'10 senior. Number 12, Isaac Mapson, a 6'6 junior. Number 20, a 6'5 senior, Tyler Bass. And number 40, a 6'7 senior, Devin Vanderheit. And Panthers are coached by Eric Schermerhorn. Now for Tom Locker's Irish. Number 2, we have Nelson Reynolds, a 6'3 junior. Number 3, a 6'2 junior, Cheeto Madrigal. Number 4, Noah Reynolds, 6'3 senior. Number 5, David Williams, a 6'2 junior. And at center, a 6'6 senior, number 21, Matt Williams. Looking forward to an interesting, exciting ball game tonight.
Well, folks, as it will be the case for this season, we will get things under the way with the visiting team starting the game with a sideline out-of-bounds play.
We do have cheerleaders with us tonight, but I think some of the IHSA rules, the cheerleaders have to be somewhat quiet. They can't yell and scream and all those things. So
they're limited on the noise. And,
yeah, we're just glad to see them here. Glad they're here.
Socially distanced.
That's right.
Absolutely. And we get things underway with number 40, Devin Vanderheit, with a long 3.
Vanderheit, I know, is getting a lot of interest from a lot of schools. Just a good-looking player who's really worked on his game, has gotten better and better all the time.
And I know he does have one offer on the table from Indiana Wesleyan. 3 ball short for Madrigal. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Matt Williams.
And we'll see how Washington deals with the, really looks like a full court ball press. David Williams trying to deny the entry pass. And again, attacking that matchup zone is always key when you're playing Notre Dame.
3 ball was short, but rebound into the hands of number 20, Tyler Bass, and putback was good.
It's one of those shots, sometimes they miss them so bad it's hard to get the defensive rebound on it, and that happened in that case.
Irish patient moving the ball along. Nelson Reynolds with a long 3 ball, and it's good. Panthers lead 5-3, 6.5 left to go in the quarter. Intensity continues for the Irish. Vanderheit long from the corner, misses. Nelson Reynolds with the rebound, pushes it up to his brother Noah. Noah attacks the rim.
And they're calling the block. Looks like they got the block.
Number 20 with the foul.
Not sure what happened.
Some confusion on the court. But back to what's happening on the court. Foul was on number 20, Tyler Bass, his first, the team's first. Noah Reynolds is at the line shooting 2 shots. He makes the first and the second, tying the game.
Again, just this pressure all night long. We'll see how Washington can deal with it. Sometimes it's not too bad initially, then you just continue to get on and on with the game, and it eventually wears you down.
I think we can tell right out of the gate, this one's going to be fun. Jump ball, possession belongs to the Irish.
Both teams a little chippy. It looked like there was an early warning of some sort to Nelson Reynolds, and now we had a little tie up on the floor that guys were a little slow getting up and separating, so.
Nobody wants to let go of the ball. Nelson again from the long. Attacks his own rebound. David gets the rebound. David Williams with the rebound. Misses the putback. Foul called on the reach. Fouls on number 5, David Williams. His first, team's first.
Colin Schuler's into the ball game, replacing Nelson Reynolds. Nelson just got a little emotional there and let him cool down a little bit and play the game. We definitely need him on the floor.
Ball's kicked in to number 12, Isaac Mapson, his first basket of the game.
They definitely have good size. They'll get the ball to him.
Long ball for David Williams. Three-pointer is good.
You know, I've been kind of waiting for that this year. He hasn't really looked to do much of that. David's a good shooter. We mentioned that the last game. He's a good shooter. Glad to see him stepping up and shooting the ball with some confidence.
Number 4, Drew Lewis with the ball at the top of the key. Swings it to number 10, Ethan Mounts. Mounts on with it at the top of the key. Washington certainly trying to get into Vanderheid's hands. Ball kicked in and strong block by number 4, Noah Reynolds. Actually, Madrigal and Reynolds blocked
it. Was a double team.
It was a double block. Except Reynolds stepped out of bounds. At 4:30 in the first quarter, it is our first media timeout. As you can see here on this putback, and here's a long 3 from Williams, which was...
What do you think about people subscribing to the YouTube channel?
Oh my gosh, they definitely should. I did. I subscribed.
You did?
I'm a fan.
It was just nice to see David step up with some confidence and make that shot. And he does that. That opens things up for some of our drives and getting the ball inside as well.
Again, PND is still looking for sponsorships in order to offer the live stream free to the public. Businesses that sponsor will be recognized throughout the live stream broadcast and can even run video or audio advertisements throughout the games. Please contact Athletic Director Dave Rudolph for more information. And again, as you're looking at your screen, please recognize these fantastic companies and individuals who have stepped up to sponsor the live stream and Peoria Notre Dame basketball this year. These live streams that you've had to date and that you will continue to have been made possible through these fantastic supporters.
Yep, these sponsors, they make all this possible, and they're the reason we're sitting here able to watch some good high school basketball, and everybody at home is able to enjoy it. So we certainly do appreciate all of the sponsors.
Absolutely. Panthers getting ready to pass it in. Number 20, Tyler Bass with the ball, looking to get it in. Trying to get it to Vanderheid. We got a mismatch on Williams. Over Williams, misses it. Matt Williams with the rebound. Up to Noah. Ball's in Cheeto's hands. Swings it to David. Back to Noah. Noah looks to drive. Across over to Madrigal. Madrigal misses. Number 40, Vanderheid gets the rebound.
Just that inside presence ended up changing that shot, changed what Madrigal wanted to do. A little shot fake might have cleared some space for him.
Vanderheid back to Lewis. Lewis with the ball near the top of the key. Back to Lewis. Back to number 10, Ethan Mounts. Mounts gets it back to 20, Tyler Bass. Back to Vanderheid down under. Vanderheid gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and is fouled. It appears Vanderheid was fouled by number 21, Matt Williams. That would be his first, team's second.
Yeah, Vanderheid is just a strong presence inside. Even off that miss, he pursued it, followed it, and got his offensive rebound and looking for the old-fashioned three-point play, and he gets it.
Number 33, Cooper Koch, freshman for Notre Dame, has checked into the game.
Washington comes out with a little half-court trap.
Blocking foul, number 12, Isaac Mapson. Reynolds with the ball at the top of the key. Matt Williams posting up in the middle. Long three for Reynolds, knocks it down. There was contact on the shot, no call, but Noah Reynolds knocks down the three ball, giving the Irish a 1-point lead with 3 minutes left in the first. Vanderhyde with the ball near the top. Feeds it in to Drew Lewis. Lewis attacks, nice spin move. Matt Williams had a hand on the ball. Looks clean from the screen I have here in front of me, but I'm not wearing stripes tonight. Number 4, Drew Lewis, is at the line shooting 2 shots. First one is good. That first free throw ties the game. That foul on Matt Williams is his second. Second free throw is a miss. Colin Schuler is in for Notre Dame. A lot of height in for the Irish right now with Schuler, Koch, and Williams in. Ball is tipped. Vanderhyde kicks it up to 23. Ball is lost off of number 23, Ethan Kienitz.
Yeah, we got some size on the floor, but unfortunately, one of them's a freshman, and Schuler didn't get a lot of time last year. He had some injuries he was battling, not a lot of time in the varsity. So this is a good test for these guys to go against a team of this caliber.
Good look by Schuler inside. Ball is tipped by number 20, Tyler Bass. And Washington's back in transition. Lewis with the ball. Swings it to Ethan Mounts near half court. Just under 2 minutes. Game's tied at 11, first quarter.
Washington going to try to pull us out of this matchup, and I don't think it's going to happen. We may extend it, but we're not going to change.
Well, this is a good time for us to talk to Mr. Plunkett about his life story. Mike, tell me where you were born.
This is one of the reasons, not trying to avoid that question. By the way, it was Peoria, but one of the examples of why people are pushing for a shot clock at the high school level. But it's a strategy. It's a strategy that's been going on, and Washington's going to do what they feel is the best thing to do.
Absolutely.
Try to win this game.
Here comes Drew Lewis back with and there's Colin Schuler disrupting the alley-oop attempt to Devin Vanderhyde. Great defensive play by Schuler. They say the ball went out of bounds off of Notre Dame. Mapson checks back in for the Panthers.
Nice athletic play by Lewis to keep that ball in play.
Vanderhyde with the ball, and anytime he has the ball in his hands, you have to be prepared.
That's right. He's dangerous.
Ball swings to Tyler Bass, back up to number 10, Ethan Mounts, back to Bass, back to Mounts. Back inside to number 12, Mapson. Mapson looks to drive, takes a tough contested shot. Rebound by Williams, gets it out to Reynolds. Reynolds attacking along the sideline, kicks it out to David Williams. Long three ball misses. Koch chases it down, swings it out to Williams, but it's tipped and recovered by Bass.
probably not the shot at either end that either coach would want, just with the situation.
Drew Lewis with the long ball, overshot. Matt Williams recovers. And that concludes the first quarter. We're all knotted up, 11-11.
Don't let your bones, muscles, or joints slow you down. At Midwest Orthopedic Center, we're experts at helping people of all ages relieve pain and restore function so you can get the most out of life. Midwest Orthopedic Center, proud to be the viewer's choice.
So we're all tied up 11-11 in the first quarter. What are your initial thoughts?
Just, kind of what I thought it was going to be. It's, both teams came out with a lot of emotion, and they were, got a little chippy early, and got to learn to rein that in a little bit. It's early in the season. It's a non-conference game, but there's a little rivalry, and that's good to see. Made some shots early, but as it's gone on, the defense has picked up on both ends, and it's a physical game. It's a battle, and kind of what I thought it would be. I think it's just going to be every possession is going to matter. Every possession counts, and just got to make some shots tonight and take care of the basketball.
Now, if my math is correct, we're looking fairly balanced on the Notre Dame side. Nelson with the 3, Noah Reynolds with the 3, David Williams has a 3, and you take that 9 and add a couple of free throws from Noah, and that gives us our 11 on Notre Dame's side. Drew Lewis hit 1 of 2 free throws. Isaac Mapson has a 2. Tyler Bass has a 2. And then Devin Vanderheit has 6 points to round out their 11. Fairly balanced, minus Vanderheit's few extra points there, but low-scoring first quarter and pretty competitive defensive game.
That's right. It's everything's contested. Nothing's going to be easy this game. It could be a little test of attrition. Who's going to be able to survive this 32 minutes of this pressure, this relentless defense of physical play, and kind of last man standing.
Number 34, Lathan Somerville is checked in for the Irish, and number 2, Nelson Reynolds, is also back in the game. Nice move down underneath by David Williams. That's a fantastic spin move. Defense did a nice drive-by, giving David the opportunity to finish that layup. Drew Lewis with the ball up top, swings at the mounts, comes back to Lewis up top. Again, Washington showing great patience with the ball. Just looking for Notre Dame to break down, make a mistake on the defensive side. It doesn't happen too often.
Nope. Notre Dame's got two freshmen on the floor right now, so it's always interesting to see how they perform in a game like this intensity.
Strong help defense by Nelson Reynolds. Noah Reynolds with the rebound, looking to transition. Ball's kicked up to Nelson. Great fake on the perimeter. Great fake on the perimeter by Nelson. Brought the defense forward. He drove and caused Ethan Mounts to foul.
Yeah, Nelson was out of the game for a little bit in that first quarter, trying to cool down a little bit, and we are just obviously a much better offensive team with him on the floor. He just has to keep his head.
Cheeto Madrigal checked in for the Irish, giving David Williams a little breather. Irish lead 13-11 with 6.5 left here in the second quarter. Reynolds with the strong drive and kick to Cheeto Madrigal. Beautiful move and a nice assist for Reynolds. Nice finish there.
Just good patience, and when you saw the gap and Noah was able to penetrate, good body control, and dump the ball down to Madrigal.
30-second timeout called by Washington. Coach Schermerhorn is not happy over there on the sideline. Whatever he was looking for, he did not receive.
Yeah, it's frustrating sometimes, and again, we're early. We're early in the season, and you're just trying to figure some things out, and the guys aren't necessarily going to be doing everything you want them to do. But again, this would be your first week of the season after your Thanksgiving tournament under normal circumstances. So, and they're never going to. These coaches, these are two just excellently coached teams that are going to. They're going to coach all the way through. They're not going to take a break, and they're not going to let their team take a break.
Tyler Bass inbounding it on the sidelines, kicks it over to Mounts. Pressure continues from Irish. Ball comes in to Lewis near the top of the key. Lewis pulls it back out, trying to calm everybody down. Swings it over to Mounts. Foul appears to be on number 34, Lathan Somerville. Number 12, Isaac Mapson to the line, shooting 2 shots. That is Somerville's first foul, team's third. Mapson hits his first free throw. Second one's long. Koch tracks it down. Gets it to Reynolds, who brings it up the sideline, kicks it to Nelson. Long three. Noah tracks it down, gets it down there quickly.
What a great pass.
Madrigal. Another nice assist from Noah Reynolds to Cheeto Madrigal.
Just have the presence to chase the ball down to begin with, and then see Madrigal. Just a big time play.
Panthers continue to try to get the ball inside.
Good play by Lathan. Just wall up, keep your ground, don't leave your feet. Excellent, excellent.
3-second call in the lane. Great defense by Somerville. Incredible presence. And that'll bring us to our roughly 90-second media timeout here for the second quarter.
All right, listen, right now is the time that we have to sign up and become part of the YouTube channels so that we can continue having these wonderful sports contests shown to us. Please sign up. I don't know if that's going to do it or not. All right, so I forgot 2 things on my video. 1, here come the Irish. And then I also forgot, let's go!
Welcome back, folks. Unfortunately, sitting here as we are on the court side at our fantastic table, we don't always get to hear the commercials, and that's one I need to go back and and get the full audio on, because it looks fantastic just from the pure body language of it all.
I'm not sure. You may want to do it. You may not. If you know who it's coming from. We got Kayla Piper sitting here at the table with us, who's giggling about this, so she knows what I'm talking about. So. But yeah, if you need a little pick-me-up, go back and look at that one. I'm not sure who picked our.
Right now, I'll tell you, we were just told from our people back in the trailer that we have 600 people viewing the game. So everybody at home or at work or wherever you might be watching the game, thank you. You're incredible supporters of Notre Dame basketball and Notre Dame athletics. We hope all 600 have subscribed to the YouTube channel. If you haven't, please do so. All right, back to action. Madrigal swings it to Reynolds. Reynolds cross court to Reynolds. Back to Reynolds. And a long 3 ball for Noah off the mark. And Vanderhyde rebounds, but Nelson was there. Knocks it out of bounds, out of Vanderhyde's hands.
That's a pretty good look for Noah. I think we'd live with that.
Tyler Bass with the ball, goes cross court to Devin Vanderhyde. Vanderhyde down into Lewis. Lewis looks to attack, swings it to Mounts. Mounts inside, gets it inside to number 12, Mapson. Mapson with a fake, draws Williams off his feet, goes up and draws a foul on Williams. Mapson will go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play.
Yeah, Matt Williams just got a little excited there and left his feet. Just stay down, wall up, hold your ground, and make it a tougher shot. Don't bail a guy out with a foul.
With Mapson's 3-point play, it brings the Panthers within 2. The score is now 17-15. Notre Dame over Washington with just under 4 minutes to go. Noah Reynolds with the ball near the top of the key, feeds a beautiful pass into Madrigal. That is the 3rd I've seen just in this quarter from Noah to Madrigal.
That's just an underrated part of Noah's game, how good of a passer he is. And I remember last year a lot of times when teams would zone us and we'd put Noah at the high post, and he just, Matt Williams just got layup after layup after the ball entered the post to Noah. And let's not forget the finish by Madrigal as well. That was an excellent finish.
Don't want to take anything away from Cheeto's play or Cheeto's finish on that play.
And he's moving without the ball, and he's making himself available. And that's what I saw Coach Locker giving him that little signal to keep moving. And Cheeto took him up on that.
Here we are at 3-minute mark. Notre Dame 19, Washington 15. Mounts with the ball at the top of the key. Lewis comes up for the ball. Vanderheit far right. Mounts for a long 3-ball. Lewis coming up and over Williams for a beautiful dunk.
That was about as athletic of a play as you're going to see. That was impressive.
Here it is. Williams came flying from about Tazewell County to come make that happen.
And then he stuck the landing. That was the big part. It was a big-time play. I've seen a few highlights of him doing some things, and he's
a talented ball player.
He is. He's a great athlete, got talent.
Travel violation on number 10, Ethan Mounts. Noah Reynolds with the ball near the top of the key, swings it to Madrigal. Madrigal takes the open shot. They gave it to him, he took it, and worked out for Panthers in that case.
Yeah, not necessarily. That's a shot a coach would say, we can get that shot by any time. Let's move the ball around a little bit. Not that he can't make that shot because we know he can, but maybe after a few passes that's a better shot. But I just like the fact he's got a little confidence shooting the ball tonight, so that's a good thing.
Ball goes into Mapson. Mapson looking for Vanderheid, just can't find it. Lewis with it near the top of the key, attacks the rim again. And there's Williams. There's Williams to meet him that time. Ball goes up to Nelson. Vanderheid to contest, can't get it done, and Nelson Reynolds with his first 2 of the quarter.
Oh, that might be 3 fouls on Matt Williams, if I'm not mistaken.
Colin Schuler checks back in for the Irish, giving Matt Williams a little break after picking up his 3rd. Mapson with the ball out near the wing. Almost picked off by Noah Reynolds. Nice contested shot by Devin Vanderheit, showing why his strength can be a game changer. Nice move by Noah Reynolds. Long 3-ball for Reynolds, knocks it down. Noah Reynolds for 3.
Noah's overall game tonight has just been tremendous, I think. And if the shot's there, he's going to take it and look to knock it down, but he's just all around just playing an excellent game.
Number 23, Ethan Keenitz is checking in. There was a foul there. I apologize, folks. I didn't catch who that foul was on. Mike, did you see it?
I think it might have been on Colin Schuler with the block. I'd have to confirm.
We'll look into that. That was on Schuler. And number 12, Isaac Mapson, is at the line shooting one on the bonus. He knocks down his first. And his second.
Okay, Mapson's had a really good half.
Yeah, he just keeps grinding away here in the second quarter. Nice screen by Schuler. Noah calls for the ball. Another screen by Schuler. Tyler Bass, a little slow behind Madrigal, and gets caught up and fouls him under the basket. Not a long break for Drew Lewis. Quickly comes back in, giving Tyler Bass a break for the Panthers.
Yeah, I think Coach Sherman probably wanted to get Lewis in for, they get a last possession for the half, handling the ball for him.
Noah Reynolds just too hard to stop underneath the hoop. Panthers are looking for a tip ball. They're not going to get it, and it's going to go the Irish way.
We may have gotten a break on that one. I think that ball was tipped.
Noah swings it to his brother Nelson. Nelson brings it back towards the top of the court, out to Madrigal. Madrigal bringing it back up to the top of the court. Swings it out, free throw line extended to Noah. Noah to Cheeto. Cheeto out, gets picked off. Up to Mapson. Mapson to Lewis. Lewis with a long jump shot. Shot is waved off. And at half, we have Notre Dame 26, Washington 21. So usually at this time, we like to invite a coach to come talk to us. We're going to see if we can get one of them to come share a few words with us. It's been a great first half here. An incredible balance scoring. We've seen a mix of defense, of offense. I've been extremely impressed by the play of both teams, especially the passing. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to for a few questions with Coach Locker.
Coach, I won't keep you long because I know you want to get in the locker room, but just noticing that Washington's game plan seems to be really just trying to jam the ball inside and causes a few problems. Anything we're going to look to adjust there? Are you happy with what we're doing on defense?
I'm happy with our positioning. I'm not happy with our decision-making, reaching, leaving our feet. Our lack of discipline right now defensively is hurting us. So
really, nothing will change other than let's be a little more disciplined with what we're doing.
Yeah, let's hope. Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, well, good. Thanks,
right,
Coach.
Thank
Appreciate
you guys.
it. Good luck.
Thank you.
That was Coach Locker there, just giving a brief synopsis of what he's hoping to see in the second half. Now we've got the Peoria Notre Dame dance team here giving us a nice halftime show. So I'm going to spare you from having to listen to me so we can watch their fantastic performance.
Hey everybody, the Army we want you to sign up for our YouTube. Wait a minute.
Washington has graciously agreed to talk to us for just a second here. And Coach, just going to get your views, your thoughts on the first half, and any adjustments you're looking to make.
Yeah, we've got to do a much better job of getting in the guts of their matchup zone. You know, that first quarter especially, we hit a couple threes early, and we fell in love with playing about 24 feet away from the rim. And if we're going to get anywhere at any time in this season, everything good happens in the guts of that defense, and we got to find a way into the intestines.
All right, well, appreciate it, Coach. I know you want to get back to your team. Team looks good. Good luck tonight and the rest of your season.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, again, folks, that was Coach Eric Schermerhorn from Washington. And Coach Schermerhorn, a longtime staff member for Coach Kevin Brown at Washington, and Coach Kevin Brown, who passed away a few years ago following a long battle with cancer, and now being remembered lovingly through the KB Strong Foundation. And incredible work being done through the KB Brown Foundation throughout Central Illinois, particularly Washington and Peoria area, and supporting cancer research and so forth in Peoria. And we'd be not doing our jobs if we didn't encourage everybody watching to log on to the KB Strong Foundation Twitter, Facebook, website accounts, and support them if you can. Please, if you have a moment. I know we are making plugs every which way that we can, but that is one that that one's not about supporting this team, that team. We're all part of that team. And Kevin Brown was a fantastic supporter of youth sports, and died far too young. So if you have the opportunity to look up the KB Strong Foundation, please do, and see the amazing work that they're doing. Well, Washington's off to a quick start this second half with Drew Lewis getting after a quick fast break and 2 points and bringing the score within 3. And we're at 7.5 minutes left here in the third. The score is 26-23. Notre Dame in the lead.
Not the start that Notre Dame wanted, but Washington came out of the locker room a little bit fired up. Nelson had a little room there, but couldn't knock the shot down.
Ball kicked out to Lewis, who's attacking the middle. Notre Dame looking to equal the intensity they had in the first half. Long 3 ball. Number 12 getting called for what looked like hooking of Madrigal. Number 12, Isaac Mapson, picking up his first foul of the game, team's first foul.
And the game did start. Washington opened up with the first 5 points of the game, and get an early basket here for the second half. Let's see if the Irish can take a little bit better care of the ball now, knock down a shot, and get things rolling.
Well, certainly not the shot I think Nelson was expecting there, but again, I shouldn't slow him down at all. He needs to continue the intensity and putting the shots up.
Yeah, probably just a shot a little too soon in the possession for Coach Locker's liking, I would imagine.
Offensive charge called against Noah Reynolds. That will be his first.
Tyler Bass did a nice job of standing his ground and drawing that charge. I look for us one of these days to maybe go to the little arc in the lane the way they do at the college level, and to make sure that makes it a little bit easier call for the officials on something like that.
Tyler Bass a little aggressive on that pass over to Lewis and just skipped out his hands and gives the ball back to the Irish. That's 2 turnovers in a row for the Panthers.
Yeah, a little sloppy start right now for the half, but these teams will get it rolling again, I'm sure.
Nelson brings the ball over to the top of the key, swings it to David Williams, to Cheeto Madrigal, back to David Williams, over to Matt Williams. Matt attacks, spins to the lane, kicks it out, called for the travel. I noticed a few more travel calls than I'm used to at this level of basketball. But again, do you think some of that is related to the later start, less opportunity for preseason practice and so forth?
I think so. And again, it's early, and you're playing against a good team playing good defense.
Strong move by Noah Reynolds through the lane, picking up his first 2 points of the second half. Lewis has the ball, swings it up to Bass, long 3, misses. Not sure I could see what had happened there, but
Matt Williams reacted like the foul was on him. Yeah, it was.
But Matt Williams ends up with his 4th foul, team's 2nd foul in the second half. Colin Schuler checks in, giving Matt a break here early in the third quarter. There's a mixed match here with Nelson Reynolds called for his first foul. It'll be the team's 3rd. Bass will inbound the ball underneath their basket.
Yep. That was He undercut him. He moved his body.
David gave him a little too much underneath.
Yes.
Now put number 12, Isaac Mapson, on the line for 2 shots. That's David's 3rd foul, team's 4th. Number 23, Ethan Keenitz, checks in for the Panthers, giving Ethan Mounts a break. Mapson hits his 2nd free throw, bringing the Panthers within 3 with 5 minutes left in the quarter. Magical with the ball, free throw line extended, brings it around to the top of the key. Reynolds throws a fake, goes to drive, kicks it to the top, swing to Schuler. Schuler swings it to Nelson. Nelson backs it out, gets it to Noah to the top of the key, hits a 3 at the top of the key.
Noah Reynolds is just, when we need a bucket, he's getting a bucket for us. We need a big play, he's getting it.
He looks completely comfortable in any role tonight. Incredible hustle right there by Noah. Actually strips the ball, gets it up to Madrigal. There's David Reynolds. And incredible move by...
What hustle.
Incredible hustle on the floor by David Reynolds. Smart move coming from the Notre Dame bench to get the timeout.
Yeah, in a game like this, every possession is so big that you don't want to give it up on something on the floor like that. So call that timeout and keep that possession. That's a.
What do you think about people subscribing to the YouTube channel?
Oh my gosh, they definitely should. I did. I subscribed.
You did?
I'm a fan.
That's what we're doing right now. So they're going to get 90-second timeout. We're going to hold on for 30 or 4's going to go next. They changed it there.
Okay. So really the explanation we just got from the official was when somebody calls a timeout under the 5-minute mark, which would normally be our official's timeout or a media timeout, it will convert to that media timeout is what it sounds like what the official said. So they're doing right now. So a little bit longer timeout at this time, even though it was called by the Irish to avoid that jump ball. So this will replace our media. It's like the college game. If you watch a lot of college games on television, they have their timeouts at the 16, 12, 8, and 4-minute marks. But if somebody calls a timeout from 4:30 on down or 12:30 on down, and that'll wipe out that media timeout. So there's all different things in it. So that's what the IHSA is doing with this right now.
Coming in after that media timeout, charge PND for a full timeout, if I'm understanding. Number 33, Cooper Koch, is checked in. Ethan Mounts is also back in for the Panthers. A lot of contact on that shot, no call either side. Strong defense by Colin Schuler, but number 12 there, Isaac Mapson, is able to get the bucket to drop.
I'll tell you, Mapson has been really good, and you're right, Schuler made a nice play there defensively.
It's a good look from Reynolds, just didn't drop, or by Williams, but it just didn't drop. Mounts with a long 3. The other way did not go as well. Mounts picks up the loose ball, and Mapson again in the lane, blocked by Schuler.
Excellent play by Colin Schuler. Just hands all over the place on both ends of the floor. This is everything's contested. This is really a high-level game.
And there's Noah Reynolds again with a long 3. Second of the quarter, extending the lead for the Irish to 7, 34-27, coming upon 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Vanderhyde gets it into Mapson inside the lane, and Mapson, one too many hops in the lane, gets called for travel. Another turnover here in the third quarter for the Panthers. Gives the ball back to the Irish.
And that's just an example again of when the pressure just keeps coming and coming, and when you get the ball in the spot, sometimes you're so open you don't realize it. You're tired from the pressure, and Mapson, who's been tremendous tonight, just got a little excited and was called for traveling there. Purpose of the defense, and both teams are doing this, is just to wear you down over the course of the game and be the better team late in the game.
Nice look by Williams to Koch, cutting through the lane, and Koch up strong. Gets fouled on the shot. Nails the layup, and will go to the line for the three-point play. Here it is on the replay. Fumbled the pass.
You break that down. He fumbles it. He recovers. He shot fakes. He gets hit. And he still scores.
Colin Schuler just came over with some of his tape, leaving us a little souvenir. You'll find that on eBay later tonight.
And Koch completes the three-point play, opening up to a 10-point lead now. You open your eyes and you don't realize that we're now up 10.
It's often how this team works. Very prolific on the offensive side, and if their defense is working as tight as it has been this season, it can be hard to score on them for periods of 2, 3, 5 minutes at a time. Mounts with the ball, looks to get it into Vanderhyde in the middle. Schuler with his hands quick. Koch out on the outside, Schuler inside on Vanderhyde. But Vanderhyde is strong, and those long arms was able to get around and get that too.
That again, we talk about it, just that senior leader, the guy that they need a bucket and they go to him and he just made an outstanding play. But we come right back.
Madrigal inside again, getting another 2.
Tell you, that's 8 for Madrigal. He's quietly put together a really nice game.
There's Vanderhyde again. Vanderhyde, who we didn't hear from much since the first quarter, has now put a quick 5 up here in the last 2 minutes of the third quarter.
Yeah, and that was one of those we left him, and you can't give him any daylight. If you're you don't want to leave him. You got to know where he is.
And there's again Noah Reynolds, long 3 ball, give him the third for the third period. 3 threes in the third. Noah Reynolds, fantastic. There's Vanderhyde, that replay of him just using his length and his strength to get around there. But again, that pass there just down under to Madrigal, fantastic.
And you get the Vanderhyde 3, we come right back down. And probably NBA distance on that one.
Yeah, you just can't give Noah Reynolds any daylight.
You know, and again, I don't want to talk about this too much, but I'm not sure who's looking at Noah, but somebody's going to miss out on him. Noah is just an excellent player, great person, great young man, and if I had a chance to get him on my team, I'd certainly go after him.
Well, we certainly had a pleasure talking to him before the game today, and had that interview run along with the interview with Coach Locker. We'll try to grab different players before every home game, and just talk to him about the season, talk to him about them a little bit, and just give everybody at home an opportunity to learn a little bit more about these guys and the season that they're having. Notre Dame, you can see here, they're turning up the pressure a little bit, trying to keep the intensity high. Drew Lewis with a nice finish at the basket.
Yeah, you get that finish and the quick timeout, which makes you wonder, they're going to come out and do a little something different on defense for this last minute of the quarter, just to spring a little full court press on them, trap them, just show them a little different look this last possession. We'll see if they change things from this timeout.
Get the expert orthopedic care you need when you need it. Skip the ER and come to Midwest Ortho First. We're the area's only walk-in clinic for sprains, strains, and breaks. Midwest Ortho First at Midwest Orthopedic Center. Proud to be the viewer's choice.
We're almost at a minute left here in the third quarter. Notre Dame holding a nice lead, but I'm sure they'd like it to be more, as would any team.
Yeah, you're never comfortable with what you have. The clock doesn't move fast enough when you got a lead, and it moves too fast when you're behind. We all know how that works. Good idea by the Irish, looking to dump the ball inside, but a good hustle play by Washington.
Yeah, Tyler Bass is quick on his feet. Irish is looking to get in the lane. Drew Lewis.
Lewis is looking for the offensive foul on the hook. And,
absolutely. And
somebody's going to get caught. He got caught that time.
He got it that time. Yes, you are right indeed. Somerville's working hard in the lane to try to create some distance.
That's
Ball
a great play
down.
by Madrigal.
Long
That's
ball
a shot
for
that Koch can make. Lathan working hard under the basket, getting position.
I think Lathan had 3 people pushing him down on that one. If I'm not mistaken, the foul was called on Mapson. Nice look inside again from Reynolds. Reynolds to Madrigal for 2. Madrigal picks up the foul and will go to the line for the 3-point play. Look at that pass inside. Mount's not there fast enough.
Noah just makes one good play after another, whether he's shooting the ball, passing the ball, getting a big rebound defensively.
And again, Madrigal completing a 3-point play, extending the lead to 11 for the Irish. .30 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Irish are up by 11. Fouls on number 33, Cooper Koch. I believe that is his first. Falls into Lewis, kicks it to Mounts. Mounts brings it back up, looks to set the play up again. Fed inside to Vanderheit. Vanderheit up over Somerville, can't get it to go.
You know, just another, just a good solid defensive effort by Lathan Somerville on that play.
And another fantastic move by Noah Reynolds down the lane. Gets fouled, makes the layup, will go to the line to complete the 3-point play. Noah Reynolds for 3 to complete the quarter.
Looks like that ball must have hit something up on top, hit the
wire.
hit
the strap or the wire up top. And that'll complete the third quarter. Notre Dame goes into the fourth, leading 47-34. Midwest Orthopedic Center. Comprehensive, progressive caring. When you experience injury or illness affecting your bones, muscles, or joints, you need the expert care of an orthopedic specialist. You need Midwest Orthopedic Center. We are the only medical practice in Central Illinois with board-certified experts in every orthopedic subspecialty, including back and neck surgery. Plus, we offer advanced treatment options and convenient on-site services like digital x-ray and comprehensive therapy rehabilitation. Midwest Orthopedic Center is conveniently located in Peoria and Pekin. Our Peoria facility is home to Midwest Ortho First, the area's only walk-in clinic for same-day treatment of concussion and orthopedic injuries. Midwest Orthopedic Center, comprehensive, progressive, caring. Needless to say, I feel like I should have a wing named after my family at Midwest Orthopedic Center. With 4 kids, I feel like I have a weekly visit there. After I saw Dr. Brad Roberts' face flash up on the screen about 5 minutes ago, I thought, what did one of my kids do now?
Your family is one of the reasons they're able to sponsor us.
Nice entry pass and finish for number 12, Isaac Mapson.
Again, we said it before. We'll keep saying it. He's had a really, really good ball game.
He's been a very dependable offensive player for the Panthers.
And he and Somerville are battling hard on the inside.
Right. They're really letting Mapson play hands-on.
He is.
And it benefited him there with the steal and the entry pass. Lewis with the ball out on the wing. Swings it to Mounts, back to Lewis. Swings it down to Mounts in the corner. Long 3 ball. Gives it to the Panthers.
Yeah, I think the ball hit the top of the backboard, but I think that's okay as long as it doesn't hit the strap or any of the mechanism behind it. Honestly, this hasn't been a real easy game to officiate, and I think the officials have done a nice job this game.
Just fine.
Yeah. They've.
Then again, if I was coaching, I'm sure I'd feel very different.
Oh, no question.
Nice turnaround shot for Devin Vanderheit, giving him his first 2 of the quarter, pulling the Panthers within 11 with 6:45 to go here. David Williams with the ball at the top of the key, swings it to Cholito. Madrigal swings it to Noah Reynolds. Noah attacks the middle. Gets fouled as he attacks the lane here.
Looks like we're shooting a bonus here.
Foul looked like it was on number 4, Drew Lewis. Noah Reynolds will go to the line, shooting 1 and the bonus. First free throw is good.
And again, we've said it before, but in a game like this, you've got to, you get to the line, you got to take advantage of it. And if you're missing free throws, it's almost like turning the ball over.
Absolutely.
Even though you get a chance, but you're still not converting.
Second free throw extends the lead to 11, 6.5 left to go.
And when we make that free throw, now we get this set up and just take some time off the clock. Just make them work to get the ball down the floor.
Lewis kicks it to Bass out on the corner. Schuler fights for that rebound, does a wonderful job.
That was an outstanding rebound by Colin Schuler.
Oh, wonderful pass by Madrigal. Draws the foul on Bass. And now put him at the line to shoot the 1-on-1. Great job by Cheeto Madrigal right there. Attacking the hoop, draws the foul.
He again has just I think his overall floor game, everything tonight has been really, really good.
You mentioned it earlier, his ability to move without the ball has created numerous opportunities for him.
And he gets a chance around the basket. He usually finishes. He converts. Well, Jim, you were open. You just couldn't come up with the pass, but you were open.
I was just terrified of what Mike Bear would do to me if any of this equipment got hurt. I sacrificed myself for the equipment.
Yeah, you always preach 2 hands, and Coach Bear's over here trying to kick the ball, and
just as long as that wasn't on video, I'm okay with it.
I was just praying it wasn't going to hit me. That's all I can say. And Kayla Piper's just sitting here laughing at 3 old men.
It was more about saving her life. Lewis with the ball, looks to drive. Has nowhere to go, kicks it back out to Mounts. Mounts swings at the Bass. Bass over to Mounts again in the corner. Schuler playing fantastic defense, which he has this whole game. Closed out by Madrigal. That's out of bounds. So that one over the backboard will get you.
Right. And again, we talk about this, but early in the game, the pressure we put on early in the game now pays off in these last 5 minutes of the game. Legs are a little tired, and the shots aren't quite as easy to make. And, we've done this. We've had Matt Williams on the bench for a long time.
Yeah.
And everybody that's come in, Koch, Somerville, Schuler, they've all come in and done a great job. Nice play.
Tyler Bass again showing his dependability for the Panthers team. There's Isaac Mapson. As soon as you mention Matt Williams, there he is, getting ready to check in.
That's back-to-back little sloppy plays on our part.
And I think it's probably a good time for the Irish to enjoy this media timeout and catch their breath and chat a little bit.
Yeah, we had a back-to-back, just a little sloppy at the ball, and that's an awfully long bounce pass to try to make there on the sideline. And I'll tell you, I don't care what the score is, what the time is. Washington's going to play hard. They're going to compete. This is a good team. Washington's going to win a lot of games, and this is really, really a good team.
Now, rarely will there be a game this year that we won't see one of the top 10 Journal Star players of the season. And today we have Devin Vanderhyde, who has an offer from Indiana Wesleyan, if I'm not mistaken. He was ranked 44 overall and number 15 among small forwards in the top 150 Chicagoland Hoops rankings earlier this year. He is maybe not having the game that I would expect him to have, but quietly just chipping away at the stats today.
Yeah,
he is somebody you have to know where he is every second of the game.
Yeah, just, you look at the stats, and again, unofficially, but I've got him down for 15 points in a game where, they've only scored 40. And Mapson, I think, has, he may have, right around that same amount, right around 15, 16 points. Those are hard-earned points tonight. These are not easy points to get, and that just shows he's a good player, doesn't force things, he's a good player, and it seems like when they need a basket, he's one that's going to deliver. But remember, he's playing against what might be, this Notre Dame team is probably as good as anybody in the state.
Absolutely.
Right now, and if there's, a team that's bigger, deeper, all around than our team, I'm not sure there is one. So sometimes those stats, people get a little lost in those when you're playing such quality competition.
So Notre Dame has all 5 starters on the floor right now.
Washington's coming out and putting a lot of pressure in a man-to-man defense.
And the patience right there shows again of Madrigal moving without the ball,
just
finding an open lane.
Yep, run your offense precision, and we've said it all night. Madrigal is just constantly on the move, and he's been catching and finishing.
Lewis's jump shot's off. Nice rebound by Matt Williams. Kicks it out to brother David, and slowly they bring it up and look to set up the offense once again. Under 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Notre Dame with a nice 13-point lead. Coach Locker would like to add a couple more to that on this possession.
Yeah, we're going to move the ball. We're going to keep moving without the ball. We're going to run our offense, and we get a good look. We're going to take it. Illegal screen.
Noah Reynolds picks up what I believe his second.
I knew it. Sometimes you get a game you just can't play. Every time you're on the floor, you get a foul, and that was Matt Williams' situation tonight.
Isaac Mapson will go to the line shooting 1-on-1. Regardless of stats, Matt Williams is a game changer whenever he's on the floor.
He is. It's a loss when he's not out there for us. Might be the first free throw I remember Mapson missing tonight. He's been pretty much lights out.
Ball's out to Madrigal out on the wing. Dribbles towards the top of the key. Kicks it back out to Reynolds. Near the corner. Drives baseline. Swings it back to Williams, who gets it back out to Madrigal.
And we're not going to be in a hurry to shoot the ball. I think, if I'm not mistaken, and maybe you heard it as well, I thought I heard Coach Locker say we're running our offense for layups or free throws. And we'll see what we get out of this. Here comes our free throws.
There they go. Coach Schermerhorn could be heard across the gym yelling foul him, and Devin Vanderhyde answered the call, putting Cheeto Madrigal to the line shooting one in the bonus. Madrigal hits his first, extending the lead here with 2:24 left to 13. Number 21, Andrew Coker, checks in for the Panthers. Madrigal hits his second. Coach Locker takes advantage of one of his remaining timeouts, calls a full timeout here.
Hey, everybody. The Army we want you to sign up for our YouTube. Wait a minute.
Again, I look forward every time I sit down at the table just to see what ads we're going to be running during games. And our next telecast, I believe, is Friday, as we have 3 games. And I believe we may only be, I think we'll be live streaming 3. I don't know if we'll be on the air for all 3. But we'll have freshman basketball kicking off at 4 o'clock, followed by the JV at 5:30, and varsity playing at 7 as we welcome normal community here at the kitchen. So I'm glancing over at Mike Baer, just kind of somewhat issuing him a challenge to see what he can do between now and then as far as the ads. What can he do to impress our audience?
Well, when you start with Mr. Callow, it's just downhill from there. That's that's hard to live up to the legend himself.
So we're approaching 2 minutes here left in the fourth quarter. Notre Dame holding a 14-point lead. Vanderhyde attacking the middle. Big block by Noah Reynolds. And again, Vanderhyde quickly responds. So in the ensuing play there, Nelson Reynolds trying to remove himself from the contact, picks up a technical foul.
Yeah, they got a little tangled, and Nelson was the one that got caught, and that's usually what happens. There's 2 that go at it a little bit, and 1 gets caught. Nelson shoots his free throws from the initial foul, and then Washington will shoot their technical free throws and get the ball.
Nelson hits his second, extending the lead to 15 here with 2:12 left to go. Now we'll walk down to the other end, and Devin Vanderhyde will shoot the 2 technical free throws. And then the ball will be rewarded to Washington out of bounds. Second free throw is good for Vanderhyde.
Just can't help but think about what the gym would be like if we had our students here in the normal situation, how loud this place would be tonight with this environment and these 2 excellent teams. But these guys have put on a good show tonight, both teams.
It's been fantastic, and I look forward after the game hearing what our numbers are for the broadcast. Schuler with a nice rebound there. They get the ball moving.
Yeah, and Colin Schuler did a nice job there just changing that shot a little bit. Looked like it was going to be a wide open layup, and he went up from behind and just changed it enough to force the miss.
And on the ensuing fast break, Noah Reynolds gets fouled and put him on the line at for actual double bonus. So just got the word from our technical staff here that we've had 2,650 viewers this evening. Officials timeout to notify the table that the clock was not running.
When you're the home team ahead, the clock's supposed to be running.
Yeah, that's something you got to make sure it's happening.
It happens.
Nice move through the middle by Isaac Madsen and finish as well.
I've run the clock plenty in my years, and it's easy sometimes to forget to turn it on or off. It does happen, and Mr. Kenny, who is running the clock tonight, this is his third game of the night, I believe, and it wears on you a little bit, and he does a great job.
So that foul was on number 12, Isaac Madsen, who has had a fantastic game. That is his fifth foul. Number 33, Cade Bescheid, is checked in for his first action today.
Yeah, and again, unofficially, I have Mapson fouling out with 19 points. Just an excellent ball game for him. So he was a factor from start to finish.
Fouls on number 2, Nelson Reynolds, putting Vanderhyde at the line. Vanderhyde with the second free throw is good, pulling the Panthers within 13. So the foul was on number 20, Tyler Bass. They'll put Noah Reynolds at the line again for 2 shots in the double bonus. First free throw for Reynolds is good. Second free throw is off for Reynolds, and Panthers right back in transition. You okay? Sorry, we had a little activity here over at the table. Colin Schuler came over to say hello. He seems to be doing fine.
I'll tell you, Drew Lewis, in addition to making a spectacular dunk, made a nice save by grabbing Colin and not letting him go any further.
Just in case you didn't see that at home, we managed to save everybody's life here at the table. We're fine. We're doing fine. Colin's fine. Drew Lewis saved Colin.
Mr. Bear is under the table in the fetal position.
So Mr. Bear caught the ball. You wouldn't expect the head soccer coach to use his hands. I'm a little disappointed. We're going to give him a yellow card. Drew Lewis hits the second free throw. With that free throw, Panthers have brought it back within 13 with a minute to go. Nice feed inside, just tipped away. Panthers have it back. Lewis looks to give it up to Vanderscheid. And beautiful pass from Reynolds up to David Williams for the layup.
And that's really what Coach wants. If we get the layup, otherwise don't try to do anything too crazy.
Vanderhyde, nice layup down in the lane to bring it back within 13. Schuler with a big-time dunk. With under 30 to go here, the lead is back up to 15. Colin Schuler showing his impressive ability to throw that ball down. Drew Lewis is back at the line shooting 2 shots. And that ball went every way but in.
Hit everything but the net.
Yes. Vanderhyde for another basket. And Coach Schermerhorn takes a late timeout with 11.2 seconds, down by 13. As part of the Tournament of Champions, at the conclusion of this game, we will name 2 players of the game, one from each team. Stick around for that. We're excited to name those players. And with 11.2 seconds left, I suspect we will have nobody else fall on this table.
We can only hope.
But if they do, I can promise you that, once again, Mike Bear will dive under the table. It's always easy to pick on the guy who doesn't have a microphone.
He was reaching for that handheld. He was ready to get it.
He was going to go for the other microphone. Here we are with 11 seconds left. Long inbounds pass. Hard foul on Madrigal, and he hits the layup. Drew Lewis. No, check that. That was not Drew Lewis. Was that? Number 34, Jamari White, who just checked in, picks up his first foul in his first action tonight. Several new faces on the court for the Panthers, and Madrigal hits the free throw to complete the 3-point play. Nice take through the middle by number 21, Andrew Coker to finish the game, and that'll do it, folks. Notre Dame 67, Washington 53.
And again, just looking unofficially here, Noah Reynolds finished, I believe, with 27 points, and Chino Madrigal finished with 20, which I know was a career high because he didn't get a lot of varsity minutes last year. On Washington's side, Devin Vanderhyde with 22 and Isaac Mapson with 19.
So it is, at the conclusion of this game, it's our, we are supposed to announce the 2 players of the game that as part of the Tournament of Champions structure. And so we're going to invite them over here in a minute to talk to them for a second as part of that structure. Again, stick with us for a minute. We're going to bring a couple players over from Notre Dame to hopefully talk with them, see if we can get even Coach Locker to say a few words after that game. Again, another fantastic game for Notre Dame, continuing their winning streak here.
Battery died like 2 minutes ago.
Their next action will be here Friday at home against Normal Community. Will be traveling here to Peoria. Varsity will play at 7. Prior to that game, we'll see our first action from the younger classes. Freshman team will play at 4 o'clock, and then JV will take the floor for their first action as well at 5:30. Again, earlier tonight we had an opportunity to talk to Noah Reynolds. But it's my pleasure right now to bring to the floor Cheeto Madrigal, who had a fantastic game. So I'm going to turn it over to Mike Plunkett to say a few words with Cheeto Madrigal.
Okay, we are here on the floor after an Irish victory over Washington, and one of our top performers tonight was Junior. Had an outstanding game. Cheeto Madrigal for the Irish, and with unofficially 20 points, which I know was a career high. Cheeto, what was going on tonight? You had an outstanding game, and all around, we were just talking about everything you did on the floor tonight. How'd you feel tonight?
I felt pretty good. My teammates were finding me in good places, just putting me in places to score. And down the stretch, hit a few free throws. And just like that, I had 20. It was just, I'd like to thank my teammates, especially Noah Reynolds, finding me with those open layups, and he's just putting it on a plate for me, and I was just finishing them.
Well, and you did a great job finishing. We were talking about how well you were moving without the ball, getting the spots, and when you got it, you finished, and that was impressive. And we even thought early in the game you shot the ball with some confidence. It's nice to see you shooting the ball with confidence. We know what a good player you are. It's just nice for other people to see it, especially in a big game like this. So anything else you want to add?
No, thanks for having me.
Well, congratulations on a great game, and looking forward to a few more of those. All right, go in and celebrate with your teammates. Thanks, Cheeto.
Thank you, guys.
You bet. We're also going to try to catch Noah Reynolds as soon as he's done talking to the newspaper, and just have a word with him. Noah had a game high 27 points tonight for the Irish, and in addition to the 27 points, just an outstanding floor game. As Cheeto said in his interview, that he wants to give a lot of credit to Noah, because Noah was the one who was seeing him cutting, getting the ball to him in good spots to score, and Noah just seemed to step up and make the big plays every time we needed it. So as soon as Noah is done, we'll grab him over here and just have a quick word with him, and then we'll sign off for the night.
So, Mike, what were some of the things you saw in that game that really set them apart from the previous first three games for? Actually, we got Coach Locker coming over. We're going to see if we can grab 30 seconds with him.
All right, Coach, I'll open it up to you and say, what are your thoughts after this? Because, what we were saying early in the game was it seems like our defense is designed for 32 minutes, and at the end of the last 5 minutes of the game, 8 minutes of the game, whatever it may be, you start to see that wearing down on the other team.
Yeah, we talk about that. We try not to, what we call hunt steals at the beginning of the game. We kind of just try to lay back. It is designed to wear them down, wear the opponent down in their mind, in their legs, and over the course of the game, we think it does that. We think we've proven that it does that, and it takes a really special team to go 32 minutes without any unforced errors or mental lapses against that against our defense. And so, yeah, that's what it's designed to do, not necessarily, get a steal every time down, but just kind of wear them down.
And the big thing tonight was Matt Williams just didn't get a chance to play tonight. Every time he's on the floor, he got a foul called on him, it seemed like. Yeah. And Nelson was kind of in and out a little bit. So, we won with a little bit different cast of characters tonight, and that was good to see.
Yeah, Matt had a tough night. I thought when he was in there, he played really well. He got a couple big rebounds down the stretch in the fourth quarter before he got that last foul on him. So I thought he played well. But we need him on the court. But guys did step up. We're deep this year. We have a lot of talent, a lot of length. But it's always nice to have your senior in there. So we'll learn from that. Matt will learn from it. And, I don't think we'll have him in foul trouble too many more times. We'll clean some stuff up all over the place. But, even maybe when you don't play your best game or you've got some things to work on and you can still beat a quality opponent like that, you got to feel, at least pretty good about yourself, but you don't want to get complacent either.
I would agree. That's a good team you beat tonight. You've beaten two good teams this year. You look at Peoria High the first game and Washington. I don't know. I didn't see the game Saturday up close, but pretty good way to start, but doesn't get any easier with Normal Community on
No, it's
Friday.
Normal Community on Friday and then at Danville on Saturday, so a little bit of a gauntlet, but you take a game like this at the last minute if you can get it, because all it does is get you better, get you prepared. Great team, Washington, talent, coached really, really well. really disciplined. So it's only going to help us.
That's right. Okay, thanks, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it.
We'll get Noah in here. Okay, we're joined now with Noah Reynolds, who I saw by the Washington people was selected as the player of the game for the Irish, and in addition to Cheeto Madrigal's 20 points, Noah stepped up like he always does as a senior. Outstanding game and finished with 27 points. And Noah, just your thoughts on tonight's game and what you kind of thought your role needed to be against a quality opponent like this.
Man, Washington's a great team. They're a team full of great competitors, and I knew just by the way things ended last year that we were going to have an X on our back and that we were going to have to come out and compete regardless of who we thought we were or how good we were, that they were going to give us their best shot every play and every quarter. So it was fun out there. It wasn't pretty, but we got the job done.
And we were just talking how much fun this would have been with a gym full of Irish fans tonight and the Irish Nation going. But you guys still put on a great show for everybody. And the other thing that we were talking about, we're just noticing that when we need a big play, you're delivering. Whether it's the assist, Cheeto was talking about just all the great passes you gave to him. Big play on defense, rebound. How has your role changed now that you're the senior on the team?
Well, I'd say I have to have more of a complete game all around than I did last year. I can't rely on the Connors or the Declans to come in and bail me out. So I got to really be able to do everything at all times. I wouldn't say my role necessarily changed, but I'm trying to enhance the people's roles around me by that finding teammates, getting guys going early because I know throughout the game I'm going to be able to get going eventually. So it's really just about getting the guys around me going first. Yeah.
Well, you're certainly doing that, and it's fun watching. We're looking forward to this weekend, see what happens. So once again, Noah, congratulations, player of the game, and great effort tonight, and continued success. And, hey, I'll see you in class tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, okay, see ya.
All right, folks, that is Noah Reynolds, player of the game, and Coach Tom Locker and Cheeto Madrigal before that, wrapping up pretty much tonight's broadcast. Fantastic game all around. Mike, any final thoughts?
No, just kind of what we expected. Two teams that are very good teams, and if we had a postseason this year, they would go somewhere. Be one you'd hope they wouldn't run into each other in the regional, maybe a sectional type game, but look forward to seeing what Washington does the rest of this year, and obviously I'm just excited to watch the rest of our basketball season here. Just kind of what we expected. Great game, great effort, and just happy we came out on top.
Excellent. Well, that's about all we have to share with you tonight. To all of our 2,650-plus people who tuned in this evening, we cannot thank you enough for being a part of this. If you haven't liked the YouTube channel, please do so. To our numerous sponsors, you make this happen. You make it happen for us free of charge, and we can't show you our gratitude enough. We look forward to having everybody back with us on Friday. We'll see you for tip-off. Well, not quite tip-off, but we'll see you for the first pass at 4 o'clock with the freshman boys against Normal Community. On behalf of Mike Plunkett, Mike Baer, and his entire staff, our athletic director, Dave Rudolph, Sister Sarah, and everybody here at Notre Dame, thank you for being with us. God bless and good night.